Back again. Last video. Gonna get it out. Man, these video things are sucking my energy, or I'm starting to come down with the crud my husband has. One or the other. This video is about ego. I've seen quite a few posts on social media. And it's usually the young ones, the ones that don't know any better. But, I mean, the older ones do it too sometimes because they don't know any better. And it's, again, it's the universe, boy, and you gotta listen to it. When you're doing work like this, you have to understand that it's not you doing the work. It's not you. You're just the messenger. It's the spirits. And I don't care if you say you don't work with spirits. If you're doing conjure, if you're doing candles, if you're doing jars, if you're doing any kind of magical work at all, you're working with spirits, whether you admit it or not. Because that fire has a spirit. Those herbs have a spirit. That root has a spirit. Those leaves have a spirit. Everything you're doing has spirits, and that's what makes it work. The spirits, not you. When you're doing something, some kind of working, you're guided to do it a certain way, to add certain things, to make a certain sigil, sigil, sorry, use that word wrong, to do it this way, do it that way, and that guidance comes from the spirits. And they are conveying that to you to do what they're conveying to you as a messenger. That's all you are, is a messenger for the spirit. So if it's not you doing it, how can you have an ego about it? How can you go out there and on social media and go, oh, I'm so proud of myself. I did this and did that and it worked and I'm so powerful and I'm so great and I'm wonderful and I'm the strongest, biggest, baddest thing around here. How can you do that? Because it wasn't you. It wasn't you. And I'll tell you what, when you're doing this work, if you start getting a big head, you start climbing up on that high horse and getting an ego, boy, the spirits will knock you down quicker than shit and let you know, again, it wasn't you. It was them. You're just the messenger. And people like to shoot the messenger, don't they? Probably a lot of people are going to want to shoot this messenger right here for this truth I'm laying out. A lot of people don't like this truth. But I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm real. That's just the way it is. So we're talking about ego. We're going to talk about being humble. You must always be humble with everything. If something you do works, thank your spirits. Praise them, pay them, give them offering, and thank them, and be humble by it. Be humble for it. Don't ever get a big head and get ego and think that you're the biggest, baddest thing, because you're not. And the spirits will let you know that you're not if you get out of line. Always be humble. And I'll tell you something else. I think somebody else done a video on this very recently that I seen. The ones that are out there advertising, I'm so big and bad, I'm so powerful, I'm this and I'm that. They ain't shit. They got a big bark, but they can't do shit. The ones that are the real deal, got the real power, know the real knowledge, you never hear from them. They don't advertise their services. If they do work for other people at all, it's by reference only, referral only, from people they've done work for before. You wouldn't know them. If you passed them on the street, you wouldn't know they were anybody, anything at all. Because when you're the real deal, you know that it's not you. You know it's your spirits and you're just a messenger, so you cannot have an ego about it. It's impossible to not remain humble. I think that's the last lesson for this evening. That concludes my list, what I wrote down of the things I wanted to discuss and put out there to try and help you all. Maybe in the next week or so, I'll come up with a few more. I don't know, this might be my last video. So thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe in case I do decide to put out another couple videos. You'll be the first one to know. Good night.